How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You Made Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today we're going to be doing a reaction to the song Both. And this is by an artist who I am not familiar with, but I will be getting familiar with this guy as of now. His name is Cap Carter. Um, this is a live, well, it looks like a video. I don't know if it's live, but Sugarshack session. It may be live, maybe just the beginning. It looks like a video or something. But before we get into it, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure that you go over to Cap's homepage and do the same thing because we do want to support the artist. And I do want to give a shout out to my man Robert Shields, aka Shieldsy. So to Shieldsy, I want to say much love to you, brother. I appreciate you big time, and we're gonna rock this out for you and everybody else out there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see what Cap got to say. Let's get it.
So I alluded just briefly just to going to rehab, and when I checked myself in, it was I I really struggled checking myself in and pursuing the music dream because I had contractual obligations to go to the studio, so I was sneaking out of rehab to to record songs, and I was still trying to make it work. I come from a very small family, and it was only really me and my dad growing up. My dad was in the US Navy, and we just never saw eye to eye. And I think one of the most beautiful things, now that I look back on the journey, one of the most beautiful things to have come out of me getting professional help is I reached out to my dad, I swallowed my pride, and I was like, Dad, if you don't come around and help me, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't actually think I'm going to make it out of rehab if you don't come around. So I had hated this man for the longest time because I always blamed him for shit. But during rehab, I felt like I got my dad back. I felt like for the first time in my life, I got my dad back, and my dad was never a fan of me pursuing music. He wanted me to be in the Air Force. So I remember the look of disappointment when I was like, no, I'm not going to be in the Air Force. I'm gonna be broken homeless trying to be a musician. But then, yeah, we patched up our relationship, and he's come to every show since in Australia. So I wrote this.
Yeah, let me stop this just so I can push it back a little bit. But that is quite the story. You know, it's not a story that's too unfamiliar. From what a lot of people have went through. You know, he just made me think about me losing my dad. And my dad had serious addiction issues. And that's how he died from an overdose. On my 13th birthday. Um, so yeah, no, it really sucks. For me, that I don't have the opportunity to talk to my dad and stuff like that. Because regardless of the fact that he wasn't really there, like that, we didn't have a lot of bonding moments. But yeah, no, I would have relished in the fact to still have him here, and that's why I tell my kids to like really try to enjoy whatever you can from me while I'm here. You know what I mean? Because you don't know when this thing could be, here today and gone tomorrow. So, um, but yeah, no, his story with his addictions and stuff like that, and how, even with him and his dad having their issues, dad still gave him support. So that was really dope. But let's continue.
So I remember the look of disappointment when I was like, no, I'm not going to be in the Air Force. I'm gonna be broken homeless trying to be a musician. But then, yeah, we patched up our relationship, and he's come to every show since in Australia. So I wrote this song shortly after the rehab program. I dedicate this one to my old man. This one's called Both. 10 years old on the driveway, screaming, mother, don't you leave. And why I gotta stay with daddy, wondering if you'll ever come to see me. So when I grew up angry. Gangs to girls to guns to thievery, to a mother who loved me from afar, to a father who never knew me. And it took me so long to understand that the world did not revolve around me, Dad. But if I knew it, I know what I know now. I go back to 10 years old and I hold your hand, Dad. I'd say we're gonna be okay. The storm will pass one day, and the years, they wouldn't have to separate us. As I recall,
before you start something, push it back, and then we'll let them continue. But a unique sounding voice, and for anybody who's followed me for any amount of time, of course, Shieldsy will be one of those who knows that these type of voices are, I like these people with these, scratchy type of sounds, to them, raspy, gravelly, whatever you want to call it. But let's go.
The storm will pass one day, and the years, they wouldn't have to separate us. As I recall, every Sunday morning, you used to drag me around to my piano lessons. Not a musical bone in your body, but that's all we had left of mommy. So when I grew up angry. Gangs to girls to guns to thievery, to a mother who loved me from afar, to a father who never knew me. It took me so long to understand that the world did not revolve around me, Dad. But if I knew it, I know what I know now. I go back to 10 years old and I hold your hand, Dad. I'd say we're gonna be okay. The storm will pass one day, and the years, they wouldn't have to separate us. Oh,
Stop this one more again. Let's push it back a little bit. Yeah, no, this has me on my field just a tiny little bit. got me in reminisce mode, but yeah, let's go ahead and finish this out.
Are you proud of the man that I've become? Everything that I am, everything I've done so I can one day be like you. Here's to the man who gave his life to raise his kids after his wife upped and left a lifetime full of sighs. I'm so sorry it took so long to realize that she left us both. I sold out a show at the shack.
Man said he sold out a show at the shack that made him sing a song. All right, let me push this on back. That was Cap Carter with both, and wow, you want to talk about a song that really tugs on some emotional chords. This one, this is really deep, and especially when he makes the proclamation at the end that she left us both. It kind of it made me like very fast, like rewind through the back through the whole song, and you realize like all of the issues that were going on between the son and the father, was all this animosity that they had for the lady that left them. He lost a mom, and his dad lost a wife, and yeah, no, they were both dealing with that hurt, and aiming that hurt at each other because she wasn't that to take the brunt, so this is really deep. But like I said earlier, this guy, he has a unique sound, um, a great sound to him. I like that whole dirty, raspy type of sound that he has. The acoustic feel to this made this even more personal, made it feel more personal than it already felt, but this is a huge thumbs up out of two. And yeah, no, Cap Carter. I'm gonna have to see what's up with this dude. I'm gonna have to see what's up with him. But yeah. I've shown my thumb. I'm gonna leave, but before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option or options, because you'll pick the ones named Cap Carter reactions. I will create a playlist for him, and and also the Shieldsy Pub Rock reactions. This will be available in that also. You'll be able to see this in both, or anything that I've reacted to already or will in the future that features this guy. I do have playlists for the artists, a lot of great music by those artists, a lot of different genres of music. So when you get the chance, please check that stuff out. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any donations will be made to any of those spots. And that is everything. That's it. So I'm leaving. I will see you guys again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.